Hello and welcome to this update video. So today I want to show you the town which is currently under development. I want to give you a first impression. Nothing too big, nothing major. So let's just jump right in. So this is the town. Beautiful sky and beautiful music by James Dean. This is one track of 3 that will be in the final game. I have added a little bit of light to this scenery, so it's not as dark as the basements, but it's still dark enough so that you wanna use your flashlight. So I think it gives it a mixture, it seems outside, so there seems to be a light coming from the sky, but at the same time it's still very dark and fits the rest of the maps, I think. And the music is also very cool. There's a few, the new models that I've made myself, for example the street lamp. It's really basic, but this was something that was talked about in the forums when I said that I don't have a 3D artist anymore, because look at this. I mean, or look at this. I mean, this is really not complicated. You don't really need a professional artist to make these. So I've made them myself, and I'm quite proud of it. Well, not proud, but it works. Anyway, let's shoot some people, or monsters I should say. Hello. Just want to show you a few of the layouts that I've done. There will be a total of 10 different layouts in the end. So far there are 3 plus the starting location. Last time when I showed you the basement, I made a mistake and showed like only 2, I guess, and they were kind of similar or whatever. And people assumed that the whole basement area would look like one way or the other, whatever they saw in those 2 things. So I've tried to make 3 kind of different layouts, and hopefully they will show off how the town is going to look like in the end. So there are some gallows, because those are always useful, I guess. If you are a crazy town that kills people, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, these are also done by myself, so they look like crap, but also, I don't know, I don't mind this. I think it fits the game. I don't want to say that the rest of the game looks like crap as well, but there is a certain I don't know how to say this. Sometimes, ugly is better than high polished. So I think a highly polished game, a high polish AAA game sometimes doesn't look as scary as just like some fucked up game like this, I guess. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore, but who cares? Right, Mrs. Nurse. Alright, I want to show you this one down here. This is a really cool room, I think. I don't know why I came up with this, but sometimes I think about a room and I think like I want to give this room a little bit of like a story or personality or something like that. So you see this chair and these like instruments next to it, and you can kind of assume what might have happened in this room. Go away, nurse. So yeah, this is what I'm trying to do with this, with a couple of rooms that I'm designing. That. What? All right, let's go to the next area. Hello, butchers and nurses and colors and whatever. So, yeah, let's go here. And this area, so this is a difference in the areas. This first one here is very open. It has roads, like, you know, kind of roads. And also I want to go with a very surreal look to this town. So for example, I decided that none of these buildings have windows. So they kind of look like a town, but if you really look at it, it's not. Kind of like in a dream, you know, at the first glance, inside your dream, everything seems like, yeah, obviously this is happening. But when you wake up and you think about it, you're like, what the fuck did I just dream? So while you're... Anyway, I don't want to ramble about this too much. Anyway, so this is basically my... Holy shit. I try to make it look surreal, like it seems like a town, but it's kind of isn't. So... Anyway, I'm rambling again. What else did I want to show? Oh yeah, with the streets. God damn. So yeah, here you can see it's kind of open. It's kind of open area and very, you know, big and spacey. And here, this is a layout that I've made that's kind of cramped, and there's all kinds of like very small roads between the buildings, and you really feel like you're in some kind of a small village or something like that. At least that's, you know, what I've tried to accomplish here. So it's, you know, there's a contrast inside these areas, and also, oh, nail gun. Also, I've tried to add a few places with height variation, because I recognize that this is a very important thing, but at the same time it's really hard to implement sometimes, because usually if you think about a town, it's basically one area. It's not like the town has like stairways up and down all the time. Like, I don't know, this wouldn't look like a real town in... Holy shit, not a nail gun. Like a town anymore, so it would kind of lose this aspect, because if it goes too surreal, then you lose the sense of this might be an actual place, or, you know, this in between things. So it goes one direction completely, and then you're like, oh yeah, this is just a totally crazy place that nobody can recognize anymore. Anyway, so yeah, I want to show you the last layout, because there's also the lighting is just amazing in this. Look at this. This is, and I think in this area the Unreal Engine can really shine, because, you know, there's multiple light sources, and holy shit, look at this. This looks awesome, I think. Really love the lighting. You know, the Unreal Engine is such a powerful engine, but I've made the decision to make a very, very dark game. Look at this nurse. Her chest is kind of sparkling? No. I don't know. Die, Mrs. Nurse! Anyway, I really love this look. It looks like fucking awesome. And the music is really beautiful. I'm really looking forward to the other tracks, because this is the only track I've heard so far. And goddamn, you fucking butcher, dude! I want to admire this place. Hello, you fat ugly shit! Oh, the fuck! No, I'm stuck. Ah, horrible. This looks really awesome. The balls. Also, I've added like this kind of the dust effect. I've changed it for this. What the fuck? Goddamn crazy nurse. I've changed it for this map to be more wild, or like floating around. Like it's like the air is not, you know, still, like in a basement or something like that. So it's more floating around, like has more movement and stuff. Gives it a more lively atmosphere, I guess. Like it's outside. Anyway, so yeah, let me find the last location that I want to show you, and I think, yeah, we have already seen it. It's already in front of us. Nice. This is it. Awesome. Here you can see something else I want to talk about. Alright, this is perfect, man. This is a perfect location. It's randomly generated, so I'm lucky right now, but this is exactly perfect. So yeah, this is the third layout that I've made. It's basically a giant black fucking house. Or not black, it's like... I don't know. Yeah. I really like this lighting here outside. It's really awesome, I think. What the fuck? Yeah, this looks awesome, I think. Is this a... no. I thought this is a rocket. Alright. So yeah, this is the third layout that I've made so far, and this is basically some kind of like hotel or something like that. So this gives you a little bit of an impression that, you know, there are houses, there are small villages, something like that, and there's like streets and stuff. So this gives the whole place a little bit of variety and variation, or whatever. You know what I mean. And now we come to another topic. God damn, I'm already talking 11 minutes. What the fuck, man? Anyway. So this is another problem, not a problem, but something I have to take care of, which is right. You know, there is a map mode which is called Twisted, which, in case you don't know, is basically you can mix and match, or you can select Twisted map, and then all the locations, all the room layouts of all locations will get mixed together, and then a map will be built out of that. And this is a very popular mode, and I personally like it as well. And obviously I was thinking, oh shit, I want to have the town inside of these twisted modes as well, because that's awesome that you can go from a town to a hospital or whatever, you know, from a town layout, and now I enter the next room and I'm inside a building and stuff. So, but the problem is when I stand, well, I've increased the wall height, but let me find a location, or for example, this here is perfect, I think. If I stand over here and I jump, I can see outside, basically. And what this means is that I can see the outside of a room layout. And you might think that, well, what's the problem with that? But when I stand over here and I jump, I can basically see on top of the layout. And the problem is that with the other layouts, like the maps, the room layouts made for the basement and apartment and clinic, they look completely shit from the outside. Some of them even have completely transparent walls that you can look through from the outside. For example, and this brings me back to this room that I've encountered. Like here, you can see, I can see inside the room. See, this is very, very ugly and shit. Because when I designed all these places, I didn't think about this mixed map mode plus another like location where you can see through other places. Anyway, what I mean is, look at this. This looks rancid as shit, man. Anyway, and you know, this is even not even a real wall. So I have to go back to fix all these locations and add like outside walls. And also sometimes they are just like completely, you know, shit looking. So I have to go back and to every single room layout and add a roof or add something to hide some design things that I've added that make sense from the inside but not from the outside. So you don't like see it in a mixed map and look from the outside on it and just think like, what the balls was he thinking? Anyway, so yeah, this is basically it. There is one more thing I want to talk about, but I don't want to talk about it too much because I can't, you know, really tell you much about it so far. Which is the final release of the game. I know that on the Steam discussion boards I said that I want to release the game in August, and this was true at the time. But I have, you know, I've thought about this more, and I think it's not wise or not the best decision to release the game just, you know, just push it out the door. Like, yeah, well, this is done, like, bang, door is closed and this is it. I want to try everything in my power for this last opportunity, because this is the full release of the game on Steam. So this is my last opportunity to make the internet aware of this game. So I hope you're not mad, but I'm currently investigating some opportunities to make this game more well known, and these things take a little bit more time because for example, I want to make a new trailer so everything looks good and have a cool new trailer, or maybe even a few trailers, I don't know. And I want to talk with some certain people who might be able to help the game and get the word out on the internet, because it's very, very hard for some games. I mean, sometimes I look on Steam and I see other games that are very, very good, and I enjoy playing them, and then I see like they have 100 reviews and people never really heard about this game too much. So, and I look at this and I think like, god damn, I'm in the same boat, man. I know what you're doing, and I know what you're going through with your game. You know, because it's on these days, it's not enough to make a good game, but you need some luck or some opportunities to get the word out. And before I say to Unloved like, oh well, this has been fun, but it never worked out in the end, I want to explore these last opportunities that I have and try to get the word out on the internet as much as I can. I hope you're not mad at this. I'm trying my best to get, I don't know, I've worked on Unloved 2 years, and I don't want to see it go under, kind of, because that would be, I don't know, that would be a shame, I think. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of people would love to see this game like have a big or bigger community, because I have no idea what or if any of these opportunities that I'm currently looking into have have for me. I don't even know how to say this. So I'm delaying the release a little bit to explore everything and to polish everything, get the game in the best shape and make a new trailer and everything. So this takes a lot of time. So I hope you're not mad, but I'm trying my best to get this release as best as possible. So yeah, this is it. This is everything I want to talk about. Next video will be the railgun. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.